Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. We are off to Warsaw for today's daily challenge. We will have a whole bunch of trees which cannot be destroyed and no circles whatsoever. That is fine and good unless you enjoy putting up high scores, in which case, oh well. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Should make a drop of that. I've been thinking about repackaging the alerts and buttons and all of that, mostly for the sake of newness and enjoyability and all of that. Point is, did I have a point? I may or may not have had a point. However, I do have an announcement. Haha. We will get to the announcement after we get to the redesignation of this orange road, because this orange road can no longer exist in its present form. Instead, we need to go around and down and over like so to get the oranges over to here, which will also free up this road right here for we're out of road. Well, you see my intent. We're going this way. There literally is not enough road in the game. Can we cut this at all? Can I? No. Now that I've tried to, oh boy. Okay, here, do that. That frees up exactly 0 road tiles. So, fine. As soon as we get this road and we get this hooked up and we make sure this isn't gonna die, we have the announcement. Haha. Give me 2 traffic lights and, more importantly, 20 road tiles. We cut this over here. We get greens to come down this way into that business. Tremendous. Now, allow me to bang sub 7. Yes! Yes, friends, it is time. It is once again time. It is the end of the year. It is almost January. And as is tradition, by which I mean this is the reliable time that I have a day off and feel like doing these things. Sort of. I'm not doing it right at New Year's this year because New Year's is on a Monday. And, well, I suppose I could have done it on Sunday the 31st, but no, don't wanna. There's also a non-zero chance that I'm going to be spending Sunday the 31st driving back from Long Island because there's an AEW pay-per-view. I'm burying the lead. I'm not actually making the announcement. I just hit a thing in chat. Subathon VII. Final Subathon VII, by which I mean it's the final one that will be called Subathon 7. It's not the final Subathon, probably. I enjoy Subathons, and they're tiny little revenue gooses. We're not going to stop doing them, but this one's called Final Subathon 7. Final Subathon 7 begins Saturday, January the 6th. It'll be the most important thing to ever happen on January the 6th, naturally. By the way, the fuck? Can I just whine for a second here? What are we doing? Why are there no bridges? Why do we not have bridges? Okay, we need to get oranges over to this business, and then we'll talk about Final Subathon 7. Or you could just bang sub 7 in the chat. That'll do it too. But listen, we're gonna sigh. Okay. These 2 oranges right here are not gonna do the simple, obvious thing right there. They're gonna do this thing. Nora, what are you eating? Okay, it's just the scratcher. It's fine. Sounded like she was tearing into a plastic bag, which would have been disastrous, but Coffee Cafe has redeemed a treat for Nora, which is a thing that happens whenever we remind people that Nora exists. Hi. Yes, hi. You have sprinted over here. Are you hungry? I suppose it's possible that your food bowl is empty. I did, in fact, not look at it this morning, so oops. That might explain a good deal of things. Here. Do you see this? It is a treat. If I throw it very far away, do you promise to leave me alone for 50 minutes? There. Go get it. There. Now then. We gotta get oranges over to here, and we can't totally fuck over this thing. Well, we're gonna totally fuck over this thing. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna have these oranges come this way. Down here. Great. That means that these two oranges right here can just kind of... Well, you can't go that way, so I guess you gotta go this way. We're gonna go here, here, around, and down. This will be a traffic light. That will be fine. And once we reclaim all of this road, we'll get this bridge back, and we'll bridge these two oranges right over to here. Oh, that's atrocious. It's simply awful, but it is the only thing we can do in this circumstance. So, you go that away, you go that away. These two oranges pass both of the green businesses. Dear sweet mother of Lord. Alright, fine, whatever. Final Subathon VII begins Saturday, January the 6th, becoming, once again, the most important thing to ever happen on January 6th. What are you talking about? At 10 o'clock Eastern, and it will continue, as subathons do, until the clock runs out. Now, ordinarily, for a subathon, what I do is I turn on the change game reward, and we just play whatever game comes up, which typically tends to be, here's a couple hours of a AAA game you've never played before, and here's a couple hours of whatever indie title Jeebus feels like making me play. And listen, those are fun times. I don't mean to shit on that particular manner of video games. But, for Final Subathon VII, it says 8 a.m. Eastern. It does say 8 a.m. Eastern. I usually start them at 10, and I decided to start this one at 8, and then I forgot to remind my mouth of the thing my brain decided. It starts at 8. It starts at 8. We're giving it the extra 2 hours because, listen, we might need some time over the weekend. We might need some time over the weekend because, at least in theory, we're completing all of a massive JRPG title because, in case you didn't see it, I'm going to hit Bang Sub 7 one more time. We're playing Final Fantasy VII. Like, the original Final Fantasy VII, because it's fun, and it's been a few years since I played the original FF7, and it's a cute little gimmick for Final Subathon VII. Basically, what happened is, I decided I was gonna do the subathon, and then my lovely sibling T-Flower asked, perhaps in jest in Discord, hey, are you gonna play FF7 for Subathon 7? And I was like, yes. And an idea was born. So for Final Subathon 7, we are going to play Final Fantasy VII, and we're gonna see how far we can get. I'm gonna start with the timer set for like 6 hours, so playing on the PS4 version, I do know what I'm doing with FF7, but it's also been a while since I played FF7, so let's generously say if I move at a brisk but not overly hurried pace, I can get close to getting out of Midgar in 6 hours? That feels overly aggressive. I feel like everybody underestimates how long it takes to get out of Midgar. But, you know, with proper timing and, oh good God, the placement of these roads is so bad. Is so horrendously bad. Okay, we got a problem, actually, which is, don't make me, you're gonna make me, they're gonna make me do this thing. This is an atrocious thing. What we have to do, just in order to get anything back to anything, is we're gonna have to reposition motorway number 1 such that it goes over here into this business. Next, these poor purples are gonna have to go up and over and down like so. These fucks right here are gonna have to swing out that-ish way over to here with this traffic light. This is gonna be so bad. so very tremendously bad. You come down this way, go into there, you'll go over there just as soon as the motorway's gone. Boom, the motorway. Swing the motorway from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the motorway. Ugh. You two just come right down here. It's all gonna be fine. The two of you service that business. It's not gonna turn circular. This is a nightmare corridor. I hate this. I hate this so much. Almost as much as I hate this. Hey, look, a free piece of road for me to get back. That's lovely. Oh, look, the next thing I have to do with the bridge the moment I get a bridge. Okay, fine. Did I say tremendous bad? I don't remember saying tremendous bad, but it is in fact tremendously bad. Here, give me a bridge. You come up that way. Well, I was gonna do a thing where I separated these and redrew this properly, but now there's this nonsense to deal with. So, listen, different nonsense. You go up this way. You go, yeah, you're gonna have to point that way because we're turning. You come here. We do have a bridge, which means I can swing this way and then that way and then up and over way to get over to here. You can't go this way on account of the trees. Oh, God. So yes, Final Subathon VII begins Saturday, January the 6th at 8 o'clock Eastern. We will be playing Final Fantasy VII for a while. And when I say we, I mean I, but also I'll have the stream voice channel open, and if people want to hop in and play, well, not play, but if people want to hop in and ridicule, that'll be fun. And we'll do things like, choose the party members. Yeah, we'll do a change party member reward or something. Make me play with Sid. Never have Sid in my party when I play Final Fantasy VII. He's fine. He's good. The thing with FF7 is the characters do have like generic innate stats, and there is some difference, but you can kind of do whatever you want. Do you want to have Barrett be your magic user? Okay. Is that going to be totally and completely optimal? No. Are you really going to notice a difference? Are you really going to notice a difference if you have Barrett casting magic and Tifa punching things versus Tifa casting magic and Eris Barrett shooting things? I almost said Tifa punching magic and Eris shooting things, which sounds like an excellent fanfic, actually. That sounds like something that would happen in a pretty good fanfic. Okay. We've got a problem. Just one, amazingly. Yeah, this greenhouse has already been shunted over here. So, these two greenhouses exist. However, they're being serviced by these four greens right here. So that's not, like, the end of the world. You know what I'm gonna do? With this motorway here, I'm gonna solve the biggest of the problems. The biggest of the problems is this death corridor. This death corridor is very bad, and I don't like it. So, we're going to get rid of it. We're going to pull all of the tan houses off of the road. We're going to swing motorway number 2 up like so. That's going to reduce the amount of slowdown that happens along this death boulevard. We'll optimize the direction placement of these two green houses. See, traffic flows much more quickly through here now. So that's good. Still not actually like anything decent about it, but it occurs to me I could have these two swing down this way and these three cut in here. That's probably, like, these two can support this, no problem. So let's restructure this. You come in down to here. That's tremendous. You three sneak between these trees like so. The three of you go off this way. The two of you come down here. Coffee Cafe says I can give 2 houses to every purple instead of one having 3 and the other. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can restructure this somehow. We can swing that and bop this and boop that. That all seems reasonable-boopy. Here. You come down that way. You go up that way. You're a tremendous nightmare, but it'll probably be okay. There. Now the purple budget is balanced. Means this house won't die from neglect. This house might die from congestion, but, we'll deal with that when we have to deal with that. Speaking of things we'll have to deal with at some point, hi there. You exist and you exist? Oh, you. This is sneakily terribly placed. This is bad. This is also bad. So many things are bad right now. Give me another bridge. Okay. Shit and shove me in it. Could I have used the roundabout instead of a bridge there? Probably. Alright. Well. Fuck stick, please. Okay. So we've got these tan houses right here. They want to get over here. They can't cut through here because there are trees in the way. I don't really want them to cut through here, but there's no other options. So. Here's what I could do. And what I think I'm going to do. We're going to kill this connection here. We're going to take these two greenhouses. We're going to toss them down here with a traffic light so that these are turning right onto the road. Actually, wait. Yeah, no. Well, actually, hold on. No matter what I do, if I connect to this road to this, that means that these greens might... Ooh, bad pants. Okay, let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's just toss this down here. Traffic light right there. And then from here, used greens go over that ways. That's not actually good, but, one problem at a time. One problem at a time. You come in that way. We're yoinking one of the tan houses off of here, but that's going to be okay. You need to go off this way and out there, but also, additionally, you need to just kind of keep being this way. Because if you keep being this way, you can come up here, go down there, swing in thusly. Okay. Now, while all of that situates itself, oh fuck, I forgot about this business. I completely forgot about this business. Gee, bus, I really should have taken a roundabout there. Okay. Fuck. I mean, we can connect it. It's just gonna look ugly. Here. We'll connect that. We'll connect that. And now for these two, we'll come down here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Why are all of these greens spawning? Is something green gonna come in? Do we have horrible green bullshit coming? I don't want to deal with horrible green bullshit. I've already dealt with all of the horrible dark green bullshit. Now we've got all of this horrible light green bullshit that you keep teasing, and I want you to pay off the teases of this horrible light green bullshit. It's not like, Kyle O'Reilly's the devil or something. By the way, Kyle O'Reilly is the official prediction of twitch.tv/the_Goog for who the guy under the devil mask in the silly AEW angle is. Additionally, it appears as though these greens are totally using this traffic light in order to turn right and get over here, which is not what we wanted. I would like to issue a public service announcement at this time on behalf of, thanks to our friend Sunflare Space, who has requested it. This is a public service announcement. J.K. Rowling, famed author and general noteworthy person, is a TERF. Fuck TERFs, and more specifically, fuck J.K. Rowling. This has been a public service announcement. I desperately need traffic lights, actually. Let's take 2 traffic lights. You greens right here are gonna staple yourselves to this road right here. And then you're gonna cut out that way, like so. Can a traffic light this? Is this a proper traffic light? No. No, it is not. What if, however, we were to boop that like so? Now, this would become a proper traffic light. Hey, how about that? Coffee Cafe thinks the second dark aqua from the left, that's this one, can have an under and diagonal connection such that it only shares with the leftmost businesses. Okay? Oh, you want to go whoop? Actually, yeah, that probably makes a whole bunch more sense. Boop and boop and boop. Yeah. We kill all of this road. We stop these greens from double turning that away. Yeah, that's correct. That's a better good thing that we should do. Let's do a better good thing. Off you go. Take your road back with you. Because these greens were also going off this way. Oh, that's Nightmare Town. No, we don't want to deal with Nightmare Town. Here. Separate yourselves. Thusly, like so. Okay. Much better and smarter and goodly. Thank you. Okay. You go off that away. You somehow desperately need to be a traffic light. However, you're not actually gonna be one. So, like if I put a traffic light here, you're gonna be turning left against it and stopping the flow, and it's gonna be bad. I think an unlit intersection is better than a bad traffic light. It's just a general belief that I hold. Speaking of general beliefs that I hold, this purple business is fucked. Well, not much I can do about that right now. Give me, oh, praise the Lord, a motorway. Which of our doomed nightmare sauces gets to be saved by a motorway? I'm thinking, this is just a personal I'm thinking, but I'm thinking that the winner of the special secret motorway is this orange business. This orange business is going to be saved by... Actually, this is kind of working. I could make this thing's life easier by swinging some of these off that way. Yeah, let's try that. Let's do it this way. I have an idea. We're gonna murderate all of this road right here. We're gonna get a lot of it back in a second, but for right now, we're just gonna kill like all of that road. Okay? We're gonna take these 2 purple houses. We're gonna toss motorway number 3 right between them and run it like so. Now, all of this awful green nonsense road is gonna come back this way. Okay? Fishingworth has redeemed a crab rave. Thank you, Fishingworth. You and you and you and you will come this way. Great. With that having been done and established, you'll come up here, swing your arms. There you go. We kill that. We kill that. Okay. So greens go up here and straight down to Motherfuckland. Okay. Does Crab Rave strike the VODs? It hasn't. Like, Twitch has never yelled at me for having Crab Rave in my VODs. YouTube has never pointed out, hey, this Crab Rave sound is copyrighted. So, I think the answer is no, basically. I wonder if I can restructure any of these to have things go up instead of down. It feels weird and bad to have things go down, thusly. What if... Oh, I think I've got it. We go here, we go there, we go up, we go over, like so. Haha! You swing up. There you go. Yeah, it's like... I suppose if you really look at it, I am technically, like, breaking U.S. copyright law because there's no fair use exemption for, oh, I only used a second of it. No. But in terms of things that will get DMCA struck, yeah, it's only like a second. It's only like a second, and there's also always something else happening at the same time with that audio, so it's not a big deal. What is at least a moderate-sized deal is the existence and presence of this orange business. The existence and presence of this orange business mean that we got to get a bridge this turn, or we're kinda fucked. Kinda just, yeah, they should pay me for it. That's true and correct. Listen, the people who made Crab Rave, you're only relevant because of twitch.tv/the_Goog. It's time you acknowledge this and pay up. I keyed. What I don't keyed about is the general shit fuckery of this plan over here. You know what? We have to have a different plan. And the different plan is going to be this. We're going to take these two orange houses, run them like so into here. That's going to be great, except for the part where it screws over this business. That business... Circle Master with the Crab Rave. Thank you, Circle Master. You swing down this way and over that way. And we're going to let this bridge die so that it may be reborn, which is the best way to treat bridges, really. They're essentially giant structural phoenixes. Title of the episode. Good for me. Why does everything look different? We're in Warsaw. Maybe you haven't seen Warsaw. You're hallucinating. Maybe you're hallucinating. That's a mean thing to accuse a person of. The roads aren't normally black. Yes, they are. I don't think there's anything different with the road. I could be wrong. I could be mistaken. But I think that's all as it normally is. This orange right here will connect. No, not thusly. Thisly. Bingo. Bango bongo. Hey, the on-screen music widget works more days than not, usually. You go that way. You go south way. All right, this business has plenty of friends. Hey, a third orange house has spawned to support this business. That's lovely. I enjoy that. It could be that you got your eyes replaced. Is it possible that you were visited by a very creepy surgeon? Do you have a surgeon stalker? That's definitely. I'm imagining a Lifetime horror movie called Under the Knife that is about a woman who gets stalked by a surgeon who gives her plastic surgery every night without her knowledge. And you just have the woman played by 4 different actresses over the course of the movie, and you don't say anything about it, right? You can rope in like all of the actresses who were famous in like the 80s and 90s and early 2000s and are still working but can only get roles on Lifetime shows now. Like get Danica McKellar in there, Danielle Fishel. I think this is what Tiffany Thiessen's doing right now. Lacey Chabert. You could definitely get Lacey Chabert to be one of the half dozen actresses who play the main character in the Lifetime original horror film Under the Knife. It's probably an awful movie concept, but now it's funny. Anyway, this tan business over here is mad about stuff. Fishyworth suggests that could be basically the main villain of the television series Dexter, which I'll take his word for it. So, this business here is mad on account of, multiple things about which a business could reasonably be mad. So, I mean, yeah, there are multiple things about which this business could reasonably be mad. Let's try something to fix it. We're going to kill this traffic light. We're going to make this cut a little bit nicer. Motorway number 2 is going to get repositioned over this way. And now this road is going to be sole supporting this business. I don't necessarily think that's a great plan, but Circle Master loaded up Gimmimimim from 2 days ago on YouTube, and the roads were white. Maybe the road color changes with the city palette. That would make sense to me. I've never noticed that, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Oh, by the way, Motorway number 2 damn near killed this business place. But hey, if it damn near killed the business place, that means it didn't kill the business place. Haha. Oh, wait, it killed the business place. Welp. 1,497 commuters over 81 days. I did bad. I did not great. Top 10% in the world, but not as good as Samurai Sam. Drop those Samurai Slams in the chat. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for paying attention to my terrible Elvis impersonation. Thank you very much. Samurai Sam has beaten me by like 26 dudes in today's daily challenge. Curses foiled again. He was 68, I was 86. I have 86'd my chances of victory today, or something like that. Let's bring in our very good friend, Mr. Wordle. Hi, Wordle. We didn't do great at the daily challenge, but that's what we go. I made a cooking joke. Haha. It's diner humor. Oh, Lord. All right. What could this be? It could be chime. It could absolutely be chime. There's nothing saying that it can't be, except for the fact that it's not. But hey, in the moment, it might have been. And we learned some things.
Got slammed by the Sam again, wah wah.
I did indeed get slammed by the Sam again. Wah, wah. Wait a second. I have a drop to this effect, don't I? Do I still have that? Yes, I do. How often do I get that one in? Thank you, Shotgun Splicer. 9 months in the Goog troop for Shotgun Splicer being able to drop all of these lovely tier 1 emotes. Alright. This H word could be, well, it could be a word that starts with H, such as house. It is indeed house. I'm just a brilliant genius, it turns out. Which is good for me. Alright, we've wordled. Now, let us connect things. Connections. Haha. Yes, I know how to play Connections. We play Connections more days than not now. Connections is fun. A good and fun game. So, we must unite so we can fight, or something like that. We have to get these 4 things together. All right, silk, lace, velvet, and satin are all fabrics, but so is chiffon. So it's not that. Let's go again. Well, all right, if you have the sole and the eyelet, these are parts of a shoe. The tongue is a part of a shoe. A lace is a part of a shoe. Are there any other parts of shoes here? No, I can't think of a perch being part of a shoe. I don't want to think of a package being part of a shoe. That would be a very strange piece of fetish wear. I think we've got this. Okay, parts of a shoe. Huzzah. Now that we've done that, we've eliminated lace, which brings me back to silk, velvet, chiffon, and satin, which feels pretty good. Let's see here. You know what? Roost, settle, land, and perch. These are all things birds do, right? These are all things a bird can do. Come down to rest. Yeah. We've got that. Now then, if it's silk, satin, velvet, and chiffon, then fabrics that the _ Goog says feel pretty good. I mean, they all sound nice. Silk is very smooth and it's very thin silk, but same can basically be said of satin. Velvet is nice and warm and soft and comfy. And chiffon, I have no idea what chiffon feels like. I'm sure I've felt chiffon, but I have no idea what chiffon is. That having been said, all right, so if it's those 4 fabrics, that would mean blow, package, baby, and speech are tied together, which... How? You would... You know what? We don't have to know how. If we're right about this, the game will tell us how we're right about the other thing. Luxurious fabrics. All right, fine. Well, apparently... does it matter that they're calling it a fabric and not a material or a weave? I don't know. But here, New York Times, I never figured out your tricksy puzzle, but tell me how silk, speech, package, baby, and blow are tied. Things that are delivered. What? How it... Hold on. Blow? The New York Times... Oh, like punching someone. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. That was the 3rd thing I thought of when I was trying to think of how someone could deliver a blow. And the first involved calling your drug dealer. And the second was dial a hooker. So, like punching someone. Okay. Let's take a look at the Immaculate Grid. We need, oh God, Padres, Pirates, Cubs, White Sox, Royals, and 1st round draft picks. Okay. A Chicago Cub who was a 1st round draft pick is Chris Bryant? Okay. A Pittsburgh Pirate who was a 1st round draft pick is Garrett Cole. Right? Yes. And a San Diego Padre who was a 1st round draft pick is... Jake Cronenworth? No. Jake Peavy? Maybe. Um. Tony Gwynn? It makes sense that he would have been a. But it also could have been a. Fuck. Are there any super highly touted Padres prospects who have busted recently? Fuck it, Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn? Not Tony Gwynn. Damn it. Jake Peavy? We're gonna get this square right, damn it. Not Jake Peavy. Fuck. They could also have been drafted by another team. I mean, that's true, but it doesn't really help. Was Adrian Gonzalez drafted? I don't know. Was Fernando Tatis Jr. drafted? I don't think so. Was James Shields a first round pick? That doesn't sound right. Was Ryan Klesko a first round pick? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, they could have been drafted by some other team and then traded to the Padres. That doesn't help. Wait. Did Craig Hansen play for the Padres? Oh, one of the most famous disaster first overall picks was by the Padres. He never played for them. That wouldn't count for this square, though, because he never played for the Padres. But the whole point of that row is that you have to have played for the San Diego Padres. I don't know the name of the man, Sam. I don't know who you're talking about. Sadly, Pedro Martinez is nowhere to be seen here. We need... Okay, I don't think Ryan Klesko was a first-round draft pick. I don't think Jake Cronenworth was. Just name someone who played for the Padres and was drafted into World War II. I mean, that's difficult because the Padres didn't exist until like the 70s. So, I think anyone who got drafted into World War II never played for the San Diego Padres. Fuck it, Cronenworth. We're getting this squared, damn it. It's not Jake Cronenworth. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando? Nope. We're just naming Padres. Let's name some Padres. Adrian Gonzalez! Famous first-round draft pick of the San Diego Padres. Oh, God. Okay. The guy who played for the Cubs and White Sox is Sammy Sosa. And, well. Oh, Lord. The guy who played for the White Sox and Padres is Jake Peavy. There you go. We got 5. I got more than half of the grid. I have no idea who Samurai Sam was saying for that bottom right square. I have no idea. But, do you know what? As if Matt Bush, oh, that's a guy I've heard of. Is that the relief pitcher who threw quarters at a stripper? That sounds right. Do you know what I discovered over the weekend? And by discovered, I mean Samurai Sam posted it in Discord. So this is how you discover new bits on the channel, by the way. You join the Discord server. There's this game called 10 Up, 10 Down, which I'm sure has been going for like forever and a week, but it's here at Hero Habit, right? And we've got, I just figured out that they don't change that often. But basically, here's the game. Oh, it just started. It's new. There's a list of 10 things, right? And you've got clues and you've got a category. So you need, in this case, who had the most regular season hits for the New York Yankees. And I did this yesterday not knowing that it would change, that it wouldn't change now, but now we know. So, for instance, who had a bunch of hits, not just guys who played for the Yankees and had a bunch of hits, but who had the most hits for the Yankees. And yes, Circle Master, it is in fact even harder than the Immaculate Grid. But you start thinking of, like, Derek Jeter had a bunch of hits for the Yankees. Basically, this is saying, name some great career Yankees. So, Joe DiMaggio is going to be there. Lou Gehrig is going to be there. Mickey Mantle's going to be there. I'm pretty sure Yogi Berra was there. I did this yesterday. I'm not like rattling these guys off the top of my head. You know, for instance, yesterday I was reminded that Earl Combs exists, as does Bill Dickey. I didn't get these yesterday. I'm just getting them now to be braggy about my memory of guys from yesterday. Anyway. So now we need like 3 more dudes who were historically great hitters, or at least hit compilers for the New York Yankees. And this guy wasn't a career Yankee, but he was a guy named George who was pretty good at baseball. He counts. And now I've forgotten the other 2, so we gotta think for a moment and remember. Oh, right. One of these is Bernie goddamn Williams, who I don't think of as like a historically great player, but he was really good. He was really good. He was with the Yankees for fucking forever. So if you can't remember off the top of your head who this 7th dude is, you can hit next clue and be like, oh, right, this dude played from 1982 to 1995. Who's a really fucking great New York Yankee who played in the 80s and the early 90s, but wasn't part of the dynasty? It's Mon Dattingly. Haha! And that's 10 up, 10 down. You get all of them. You get a little fancy reward thing. It is yet another fun game that exists. It's almost, my friends, as though there are many fun games on the internet. And you could say, guess the ... game, and try to figure out what game this is. What game is this? It's a good question. What game is this? It looks PS3-y? Kinda. Fishingworth thinks it's a Little Big Planet. This looks like, obviously, like nature foresty stuff, but in the background here, this almost looks like a Victorian manor. Like this is fancy artwork on the wall of a gallery or something. This could be like the backdrop of a fighting stage, maybe? But I don't know. I have no great ideas, and Fishingworth thinks it's Little Big Planet. So let's take a stab at Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet, it's not here. Okay, so it's probably not Little Big Planet. Oh, Little Big is one word. That's silly. Then again, so was a wrestling team named Team Little Big, so maybe it's Little Big Planet. It's not, but you're close. Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen that yellow circle that indicates it's not that, but you're on the right track, because it's a Little Big Planet game. You just got to figure out which one. Metacritic score 91%. It looks pretty good. I don't know. As I recall, Little Big Planet 2 was really well received, and then Little Big Planet 3 wasn't. So is it Little Big Planet 2? It's Little Big Planet 2! Hooray! Well done, Fishingworth. Original platform PS3. It is a puzzle platformer with a sandbox. I probably might have gotten it based off of this guy. I vaguely remember this guy. This guy I definitely remember. And then you go all the way out here, and it's literally like, here's the developer, here's some gameplay footage. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it here. Okay. That is gonna do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. One more shameless plug for Bang Sub 7. Final Subathon 7 begins very first Saturday in January. But before that, we have much more to do, such as another edition of Good Morning Mini Motorways, which will happen tomorrow. Until then, thank you all so much. It does indeed begin on the 6th at 8. It is Final Subathon 7. Right in the middle there. I definitely planned that. Definitely. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.